There it goes. Hey everybody, welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Fantasy Age from Green Roman Publishing. It's been a minute because of the holidays, but hey, we're back, and I'm Johannan on the Game Master.
It's me, Casualty CDG. And it's been so long since we streamed, I've forgotten the rules. So wait carefully while I say every hateful word I know back to back, and let's see if that's how to stream.
He's not really going to do it.
All right. Yeah, I'm not going to say a bunch of hateful things. I'm happy to be back. We're coming back off Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for games and friends. And I'll be reprising my role as Solwyn, the Illusion Wizard High Elf.
I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian, and I am a variety video game Twitch streamer and tabletop roleplay game Twitch streamer, and a bunch of other things as well that are not repeatable in polite company. I am reprising my role as Hernasa, the Orcish Arquebusier.
And hello again, everybody. It's me, Erin Bamier, a game designer with Adventure Slaying Productions, which is pretty cool, I think. Glad to be back. Had a nice little holiday week. But now it's time for Balor Cressings, the Cleric of Washalia.
Yo, it's your boy Keon, back in vertical on the phone to make this stream extra unwatchable. I'm reprising my role as Lord Fishbone, and I think tonight we're all gonna start to be super overpowered.
I do appreciate the addition of the word extra to unwatchable, implying that the show is unwatchable.
Yeah.
Even more unwatchable than usual. Fresh out the box every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Oh boy.
It's not vertical cam, it's action cam.
Yeah, so where we last left off, the group had waylaid some waylaying bandits off on the road, took one captive, and then marched him through the woods to make him take you to his leaders. Along the way, you camped once and were assaulted by arachnids deep in the woods. That was actually a really fun fight. I was surprised. But then eventually you went to the base, did some recon via some invisibility, sent in your newly found acquaintance, and arranged for a meeting with the bandit leader Gregor, the Slayer of Bears. He is a very large man, but he is known to, I believe, Hernas, at least by reputation, and he's heard of you as well. His second-in-command, Tobias, is a steely-eyed archer who seems to be very nonsensical, or very serious. There you go. Not nonsensical. The opposite. But you have gone into his base through the wood walls, past the bonfire that seats many a bandit, and into their lodge, which is a recently constructed wooden building of decent make out here. They have a pretty good thing going here. Fully furnished, surprisingly nice way out here. These bandits seem to know a thing or two. But you have just sat down to treat. You hear a roar come from a room that seems to be below you, as a man with an apron covered in blood walks out, and then looks at you guys and is like, "Oh," and he runs off. I believe that's all the high notes. It has been a minute, but yeah. Welcome back. You are there, Lawrence. And you are accompanied by the bandit whose name... I know his last name is Fox, so we're just going to call him Fox, because I like that. And you're also accompanied by Vitaly. Jacob Fox.
It is... Are you sure? I thought that it was Mikhail J. Mikhail J. Fox.
No, it's not. It's not Mikhail J. Fox.
Okay, my bad.
I appreciate it, though. Yeah, and then you're also accompanied by the noble Vitaly. And that is it.
Well, since Lawrence had to take a little break, he went to the mountains. He meditated with some fish sculptures and stuff. And he's really figured his stuff out. He's strong enough to wield his weapons now. He did some push-ups. And he's come to the conclusion that all warriors fight, but not all feel the call of the battle singing into their blood, or see the crimson haze of battle lust. Those who can learn to channel the primal rage become berserkers, fearsome foes in the battlefield, focus solely on destroying their enemies. And then there's more, but I'm gonna stop the bit now. But he's done some soul searching. He's ready to kick some ass. He also, I might pick a different talent, but I think I'm gonna pick this talent that makes me really good at drinking contests, in case that's ever necessary for something. But I might pick something else. We'll see.
Yeah, you can drink like a fish.
Okay, now I gotta pick. Yeah,
there you go. Yeah, drink like a fish person.
I believe we were parlaying with him with this Bandit King to Lord, as it were, to get him to leave off for a while. I think we were in the middle of those talks via our elven noble.
Yeah, you're all seated around, kind of like a picnic table. It's all one piece, with the benches and the table inside this place. There's a fire going. It's pretty nice. Some food is brought out. It's not fancy, but it's food and drink as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and start these talks here. You simply want us to leave off for a spell while the king's court assembles for this, what, you said party?
Yes, I'm afraid we don't know all the details. We were simply sent here as messengers, but I believe there is some sort of meeting. And that's right, they need the roads clear to keep the kingdom under the appearance that it's totally under control at all times.
Yeah, this meeting's happening because I believe Gary was nailing his checks. If I recall correctly, there were some pretty big checks. But, well, it doesn't seem worth the hassle of having to have the king's men sent after us if they're in such a tizzy about this situation. Maybe it's best that we do leave off. But, I mean, my men need to be paid.
And that's where I may be able to come in. I have a acquaintance and contact in the city, one Kentucky Waterfall, who does some city work. He may be able to set you up with some other ways to make some money with muscle rather than the highways, since the leaving off was specifically, as I recall, the roads and the surrounding countryside, less raiding and highwaymanship and more something else. Whatever it is that Kentucky's looking at.
I've heard of them. You can go ahead and do your contacts roll for me here. I feel like that's a fair way to do it.
9.
My buttons aren't working. Yeah, 9 is bad. It's not the best, but that's okay. I just don't. I mean, I've heard of him, but you know, he's not exactly a mastermind. From what I hear, he's kind of an idiot. What kind of work do you think he would have for us?
Well, the last thing I did for him was debt collection, which got me a bit of powder and shot, which is not the cheapest thing in the kingdoms.
Well, I mean, it does sound like the path of least resistance to back off, but like I said, I do have mouths to feed around here. I feel like you're gonna have to do better than knowing an idiot, is what he says.
Well, you must certainly realize that we are but a force to speak with you, and that the force that would follow would be much more forceful and torrential than us. So the payment would be allowing you to remain here on the King's land, tax-free, with no strings attached for the foreseeable months in the future. And that way no army will be dispatched to handle this bandit camp, which is certainly outside of regulations of this kingdom's laws.
Tobias, the archer who is leaning against the wall nearby, well, they won't exactly know where we are if we just don't let you leave. Gregor will look his way. You know, like, not necessarily in a scolding manner, but like easy.
I'm afraid you're wrong. Oh. We've already sent a raven back with our location.
Give me a roll here. I was waiting for the lie. Oh, that's not bad. That's not
communication bad. With 3 stunt points, baby.
It's not bad. Let me see here. Let me see if you can pull one over on old Tobias.
Gotta try, man. You gotta try to sling that shiz talking if you you gotta give it a shot.
Okay. That's funny. Okay. Tobias, like, the look on his face says, like, man, like, I guess you kind of caught me there. He doesn't say anything, but you could tell, like, he buys it. Like, he's like, oh, I didn't think about that. And he feels kind of dumb for it. But you notice Gregor does not buy it. But he doesn't say anything. He looks kind of between you and Tobias. But he doesn't believe it.
On the uttering of the threat, I just kind of thumb the hammer back on my rifle.
The second you do, you hear steel halfway draw, like, all around you. And then, like, Gregor puts his hand up. He's like, whoa.
I pick up and take a drink of my drink during the moment of tension and put it back down.
And actually, I leave the hammer cocked back, and I just lean back away from the rifle that's on the table.
Gregor will slowly but deliberately put his axe on the table with a thud, and it will knock over somebody's drink. But he'll lean back too. Everyone else, like, sheathes their swords. It is a tense moment, though, for sure. I mean, cocking a gun during a meeting's a tense moment.
What is this, Texas?
Right? You'd be a great American, Corbinian.
I brought my gun to this meeting. You're promoted. You're in charge now.
I'll do a better job.
Friggin' Were Rats is here. I haven't been here in a few months, and I don't know what's happening, but I know what I must do. And he immediately dooms you, Gary.
Yes. Welcome back.
I don't think anyone has ever doomed someone in Fantasy Age.
Fantasy Age, yeah.
I'm probably just gonna make you re-roll a dice when I feel like it.
Were Rats, I would like to tell you hello, welcome, and Darktide is out, and it's fucking awesome.
Darktide is awesome.
Before we got on, and it's just so great.
No Ratman though, so I know that you're into that. That's a great way to come back though. Gary's doomed. Fuck you, Gary. All right.
I like when the games are like real life.
Good. I'm glad. It's a good thing he wasn't here for when you were lying. But yeah. So there's a tense moment. Everyone kind of settles down a bit, but you do realize, there are people, like, there's a guy up on the bridge upstairs looking down. He's holding a crossbow, but it's not pointed. But there are, you guys are, in a precarious situation. Don't worry. There will be no blood spilled here on my watch. And he'll look around at everybody. As long as you behave. But
only if Twiddle Fingers over there does.
I am inclined to accept your offer. If only for a few weeks. We could use the time to recoup our losses. He'll say, kind of begrudgingly, you did kill his men.
I have appreciated you speaking with us and spending your time here at this table with us face to face. If there's anything I can do to send rations or cattle to your direction to help you make it through the winter, then I will speak with the King's Court and try to allow this. However, we were not given permission to make these sort of deals, so you'll understand if I have a hard time making it happen. However, I don't wish for you or your men to starve, and I understand if you're to stay off the road, you will need some sustenance.
Give me a etiquette check here. That's how you're supposed to do negotiations. I know that you've been wanting to, so boom.
A slam. That's a 9, and then plus etiquette would make that an 11. I just don't have it listed on here.
But you get a reroll because you get a reroll failed check, right?
That is correct. So let's do that again. Hopefully the dice do lie in this situation.
Boom.
Yes, sir.
So
that's a 16 with 6 stun points plus 2, 18.
So I'm gonna go ahead and immediately doom you.
Yeah.
Just to get it out of the way. Reroll
the 6.
Yeah, reroll a 6.
All right. It's a 4.
3 floors.
11, 12,
That's
13,
still pretty good.
14. Yeah.
Go ahead and let me know what you want to do with the stunt points, but
No stunt points this time
why not?
because I had to re-roll the thing.
You still have 4
Yeah,
stunt
it's
points.
4 stunt points instead of 6.
Yeah, triple 4s.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
know?
You just have less stunt points, is all.
No, it just looks. I think I clicked communication again a second time
did.
earlier when it was lagging.
You did.
It confused me.
I was wondering why you did that. I was like, what do you do? But
Yeah, when I told you that the dice don't lie, hopefully they do. My roll was taking a long time to load. That's what was going on.
I just bought it, tried to play it, and all the images and screens are smudging of colors. I had to return it. My PC doesn't even run the minimum. Dang,
no.
where rats? That's a sick burn.
It's horrible news.
Apparently, you can get a Series S right now for real cheap, though. You can play it on there. But, you know. It's still a lot of money.
I'll take the Tower of Will role-playing stunt. Your success gives you a sense of your own brilliance and strength of character for the rest of the role-playing exchange. You get a +1 to any opposed tests that put you at an emotional disadvantage, such as intimidation, someone impressing you, or bargaining with you, or so on.
It's a good thing to take. So yeah, as you say this, and Gregor, you know, he seems inclined to accept. He's like, that is a good deal. And you know, he'll start saying, you know, that's a good deal. Blood doesn't need to be shed. It's not really why we're out here. Tobias is going to talk though. You can't accept this offer from their pig fucker king. He'll like spit on the ground. He seems really bad about it. And he says a couple other obscenities. And Gregor like stands up and looks at him. Like, rein it in, Tobias. It's a very tense moment. He's pissed. He's not going along with what you guys are. He's not picking up what you're putting down. I've been powered up.
Lawrence is trying really hard not to laugh, so he clenches, but he farts a little bit.
Whoa.
Okay. Whoa, how... Oh, who's sending pigs into the Discord?
You said the king was a pig fucker.
I just didn't know you could do that. It's funny that they're like going into Keon's face.
I
the
can't
king's-
see it because I'm on the phone.
King's not the only pig fucker around here. That's all I'm saying.
It's pretty funny.
Keon fucks pigs face first, Corbinian. That's what's happening.
Right.
That's what we do down in Texas.
We'll hammer out the details
I see the pigs now.
at a later time. But for now, eat, drink. You are safe under our roof tonight. And he'll like look at everybody. He picks up his axe while he does it. It's very menacing. He's a big guy. But yes, if you could deliver on this, which I believe you can, I think we have an accord. Bloodshed is not always necessary. And he'll walk away. Tobias will eye fuck everybody and then also walk away. What does this button do? Does it make bad things happen? Yeah, it can.
Yeah.
It can definitely make bad things happen. Essentially, what you did is I'm going to add... In Age, I've been adding modifiers to enemies when people do that.
Yeah, like new powers and stuff.
Yeah, like magic and like regeneration and shit. Or like stuff that I was like, I'm going to use this monster, but I'm not going to use this ability because it's too strong. And then I'm like, all right, never mind. I'll put it on. All right. But yeah.
When Tobias gives me the eye, I stare right back at him. And then I rapidly pull the trigger on my rifle and it dry fires. Just snap.
I mean, his eyes will blink. I mean, it's pretty jarring. But he'll walk away. And then all the rest of the people go about their business. And you're now kind of just free to do what you want.
Like I bring a loaded rifle to a table. What am I, a barbarian?
It's pretty funny. No, this guy's a barbarian. People do. I mean, I don't mention it a lot, but people... You're like the only fish person that people have really seen. So, like, People look at you.
But it's because I'm so handsome.
Somebody brings you a
Over a
cup of
grill.
water, and then when you take it, everyone, like, people in the corner will start laughing. And then, like, he'll run away and be like, I took the water.
Oh, what's so funny about that? And then I splash it off myself.
What's your desired effect with that?
That's how I gotta stay wet so I can breathe. We discussed this.
They'll
yes, I need
realize-
water. Thank you.
I'm
What's
like,
the
name
deal?
more.
They'll realize that, and then, like, it'll be less funny, and then it's very confusing to them. And they all just kind of disperse because they don't know how to feel anymore.
You did this.
Well, it's Gregor I trust. If you wanted to pound your head in, he would have just done it. It's Tobias I don't trust worth as far as he could shoot an arrow.
Yes, well, I find myself more at peace out in the woods than I do inside this settlement surrounded by these people. However, these woods are filled with massive arachnids, which I don't love.
Vitali will sit on the table. I don't see the point in being civil with these people. They are bandits. Leeches
Power
on the
res-
land.
Power respects power,
They have no power.
says the noble who's on an errand to chase them away instead of the army.
Yes, because it is not a task for an army.
These people out here are just trying to find a way to live same as you are. Though you might dress yours up in as many fancy garments and shiny polished armors as you might, it is no different than what these people are attempting to do out here.
The cleric of Washalia is wise. Might I remind you, Vitale, that your king decided to send a diplomat to handle this issue and not an assassin.
I look over at Lawrence and then look back to the conversation like
Vitali also looks at Lawrence and Hardnass and is like, okay.
Wait, am I the assassin?
You're very good at butchering. It's a compliment.
Okay, I kind of spaced out. Just tell me when something needs to die.
I just kind of
and then
gesture like,
And then I hang my head in shame.
Vitali will start to eat the food provided. Without complaint. But, I mean, you could tell he's had better.
Except
Fox,
Lander more
Jacob
like.
comes up. Well, that went pretty well, huh?
Yes, I should say.
Not too bad. Maybe we can all get out of this with our throats intact.
Ideally.
How much pull does this Tobias have in your group anyway?
I mean, he's the right hand. As much pull as any lieutenant, I suppose. The men do respect him. He, unlike me, has never lost a man. I have lost 4. And he'll, like, sound upset about that, and you guys killed them, and so, like, it's an awkward moment.
You're alive, they're not. That's a good day.
I'd just like to remind the big man with the large weapon that I was not present for said massacre of your troops. I was doing a movie montage training in the mountains.
Wait, you were here?
You were here with that fight.
Yeah, you were for that fight.
I don't think I was.
I 100% know you were, but that's okay.
There's not
Can't
too many
say.
people with your scales.
That must have been another fish, man.
Must have
we
been
know so
another-
many.
Another handsome fish, man.
Just happened to walk by the same road on the same day. I like that. That's good.
Yeah. Sorry, mate.
Also, Jacob was there and knows that you were there. he remembers very clearly. I'm pretty sure you stabbed Jacob, but that's okay. It's okay.
No clue who you are. Sorry, man. Really,
I've never seen
really
this man
forgettable
before in my
face.
All you humans kind of blend together after a while.
Yeah, but especially an especially bland group of people must have died.
Hold on, let me splash a little blood on your face. Oh yeah, I recognize you now.
All right, you were like, oh, my family, my friends, no.
Jacob's gonna leave now. So, like, I'll see you around.
These woods can be dangerous. Do you intend on leaving this place or staying here?
I'm not leaving by myself.
What I meant is you can travel with us tomorrow when we leave in the morning. You're welcome to tag along.
Besides which, we'll need a guide back out again anyway, so we know the faster way out.
I'll consider it. And he'll disappear. He'll go join the campfire outside. The sun begins to set. And you are free to do anything that you would like tonight.
Shall retire. These ruffians are not my type of crowd.
Anyone else?
I will... Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say for tonight, Belor just sticks to the routine, just with the praying and stuff, and just has been kind of just keeping it low, after the whole bandit situation. Definitely thinking about the murder investigation and is concerned about that. But we'll talk about that. She thinks later.
Hmm. So by the usual, you mean you're gonna like
Oh,
pray
like-
and stuff, huh?
Yeah, like candles and lights and incense, and then just like basically sits in a meditative sort of position and imagines Rashalia and the grace and all that. Mm-hmm.
Very, very nice.
I think Lawrence is going to go test his newfound carousing talent that lets him drink a lot of alcohol. He's been having a lot of intense dreams about some weird squid-like appendage things, and it's been keeps waking up in a cold dry. because he doesn't sweat, he gets all dry. He's like, oh, I'm dry.
I don't like.
That's been the thing.
Yeah, I know. But I don't have to like
And
it.
it's not dumb because then Marvel was like, they were obviously watching our thing and we're like, that's a good idea. Namor.
That sounds right.
Namor.
It's one of the.
Okay. A bandit. Not one that you've met or anything, does come to your candle side. And will be, they pull out like it looks like a wood whittled religious icon of some kind. Mind if I join you?
No, of course not. Please. And it sort of just gestured to the empty space beside.
And they'll begin to pray to some god.
Their thing, is it like a... Is it something I recognize? Want me to roll on it?
Yeah, make a thingy.
Ooh. That's a thingy.
Ooh.
Hey.
That's
Yeah,
15.
you do recognize it. It is the symbol of Tunas, god of travelers and the lost.
God of Travelers and the Lost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. After a moment, after we like are praying a silence together for a moment, I want to... What is that god's name again?
Tunas. Tunnas. And the symbol is a wagon wheel.
Okay, cool. I just say out loud then to him, I say, Tunas, god of travelers in the lost. Do you hear from them often?
Hear from them? He'll question that, like, confused.
I mean, when you sit here, like, as I do, as we did, and you put your prayers out, are they answered?
Gods don't waste time on men like me. I merely put it out there and hope for the best.
I see. I suppose that it makes sense for a follower of Tunas. Rashalia sees us all, I believe. She sees through all things, of course, the world's beauty. Why not even still the travelers in the lost?
Of course.
Of course.
But Washali is not the goddess of ugly men. He'll smile and like laugh. And then he'll wonder if he offended you and kind of stop laughing a little bit and like.
No, I kind of laugh when he laughs.
Okay, good.
Like I roll with it, and then just say maybe just to those who have yet to see the world's beauty for themselves, or allow themselves to see it.
Maybe I'll get to travel, and he'll jingle his trinket.
Tunas might be proud.
But yes, that's the thing that was going to happen. A bandit came to pray with you. All right, Lawrence. After a lot of shit talking about you being a fish, they are going to you drink. So, go ahead and let's do this. Let's see how drunk you get. Give me a con check.
Wait, I need
Stamina if you got it.
Character. Constitution? No stamina.
Yeah, Constitution.
So there's Constitution and the talent. Let me see what it does. You drink people under the table. I get +1 bonus to the result of each stunt die.
That all it does?
I guess.
Okay. It probably gets better. Well, you didn't
If
get any
that's-
stunts. Well, you
But
still
that's
get...
still a stunt die, right? So
Yeah, it's still a stunt die, so it's still a 5.
Yeah, it would make it a stunt points then. Then it
Oh,
would
is
get
that what it
additional
means?
points.
I would have to say how it's worded.
Or do you have to roll it?
You know what? I will look into it later for
I copy
now.
pasted it exactly from the thing, and that's all it said.
Plus
Oh,
one bonus
is it
to the
on your thing?
result of each stunt die.
+1
Yeah.
to the result of each stunt die. That's an interesting... I never heard that phrasing before. My initial ruling is sure.
Cool.
Oh. So
Now I
in
have-
advanced tests, you can add up stuff, and stunt die is one of the ways you add up. You have multiple successes. So,
Right.
So that does count. So that's 14 with 5 stunt points. Is that what that means?
We'll do that.
Would that count though? Because then if I'm changing the stunt die and it's one of the doubles and you increase it by 1, then it's not a stunt die.
Means
Or it's not a
then you
stunt
get
points.
+1 to that. Is that what we're proposing?
So, yeah, it seems like it's 4 extended tests, like Corbinian said. So what that means is that, like, you drink, you roll, and if you don't pass out, you add your stunt die to, like, a pool, and that pool is going to determine, like, a winner.
because whoever's trying, you're racing to a certain amount of stunt dice
Yeah.
result.
So this guy...
Sure.
So the one guy drops off immediately. He drinks way too much, way too fast, and, like...
Wait. Set the scene, dude. Set the scene. Are there shanties happening?
There are shanties happening. So you guys are outside, sitting around the bonfire. We'll say there's even an accordion going. and they just tapped a barrel, and they are singing some pretty racy songs about nip slips and sneaking a peek, that kind of thing. A little slap and tickle.
Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake action.
Mm-hmm. Then
Cool.
on stage, he pulled out her titty.
Oh.
We'll just say they're playing an accordion version of Suit and Tie.
Sorry, I brought Justin Timberlake into this continuity.
That's what you get. But yeah, so that's what's happening. You down your first goblet. One guy throws up. Probably just looking at you, yeah. Weird fish face. Go ahead and roll again. See if you can get to the threshold before you pass out.
What's the threshold?
Nah, I'm not telling.
I'm not telling. It's steadily going down, baby.
Oh, but you get add +1. So you are at 9 total.
In the pool?
Yeah. Another guy just downs his goblet looking right at you.
Oh, what's the matter, man? You never seen a face drinking before?
Can't say that I have.
It's your fucking problem, mate.
Go ahead, go again. Until you pass out or hit the threshold. See, that's gonna get you 6. The look. Yeah. So you hit the threshold. So you are gonna wind up winning. The other guy doesn't pass out, but he gives up. He's like, all right, jeez, and he looks a little woozy. He's pretty drunk. So I'm gonna say a side effect of this is that the bandits are drunk.
Nice.
At least a good chunk of them tonight. And you are also inebriated, but you're not ruined.
I'm fine. This is just a normal Tuesday.
Just buzzing.
This is riding the lightning.
I feel like you're getting a minus on anything involving coordination.
I'm just regular.
But yeah, so the night goes on. Does anyone else participate in any sort of tomfoolery?
I just go around chatting up people about any legendary monsters people have heard about in the area, or if anyone's familiar with any gunsmiths. So going around just chatting with people. Kind of staying away from the big leader one, especially the drinking one, because I'm trying to chat with people. So
yeah, give me some sort of check here. You can do natural lore or something. It depends on how you're trying to relate to people.
Well, if I shoot all of them until someone gives me an answer, it's black powder, right? No.
Yeah, there you
go. Communication sounds like the most sense. Why didn't I become a gangster?
Freaking
I want so many bonuses for this.
It's not bad. 13 is not a
13's
bad
not terrible.
roll. You want to see a beastie? I got a real monster for you. And he's definitely double innuendoing, but he also is serious. But he'll be, come on, follow me. And you're not sure if he's really going to show you something or if it's just going to be his dick, but he does lead you out behind the building.
I'll follow him.
He's gonna walk up to. There's now that you're back here, you can see there's storm doors, leading to some sort of cellar. It's pretty. I mean, they really did build that building pretty well. But he'll hold one of the doors open after you. He'll chuckle.
I'll peer down there, because dark vision. So, is there anything down there?
Immediately, no. There's just the floor does seem to have some sort of wetness to it. I feel like it's hard to make out color with dark vision, but the floor is moist, and there's like hay on the floor. It just looks genuinely messy. He's like giving you non-convincing eyebrows, like, huh?
I kind of, as I've been walking around, it's been the barrel pointed downward. I kind of flip it around so it's pointed upward, and I start stepping into the doorway, the passageway.
As you step down, you hit the bottom of the stairs. You hear a chain jangle. And then suddenly, out of the side of your vision, you do see it because you have dark vision. A large cat creature with sharp, exaggerated teeth lunges at you, but it can't reach you because of the chain around its neck. Probably still pretty startling, but hey.
Like, I probably I'm like halfway through getting ready to load the rifle, and then I kind of stop the arquebus, and stop myself as I realize, oh wait, it can't get to me yet. Kind of let the rifle ease again.
The guy comes down with a lantern behind you. I told you.
Where'd you capture something like this?
Yeah, we caught her out in the woods. Isn't she a beauty?
Seems like a strange beast to be in a wood like this on an island. Then again, I'm not an islander, so
it is a pretty big island, but
still,
it is a rather large predator. Like I said, we found. I've never seen one before. Haven't seen one since, but here she is.
Does it fit with any of the descriptions of legendary beasts? Like, this is just a Nasto, a regular beast. Well, beast. It's a monster, but is it like a great monster of any kind?
It doesn't seem to be a legendary beast, but you could see that tales would be spun about something like this. Yeah. You saw it in the dark. Some sort of hellcat.
This is a mighty beast, but there are far more terrifying things lurking in this world. I appreciate you showing me. Just if nothing else, for the fun of seeing a beast I've never killed before.
He'll be like, oh, no, not her. Her, and he'll point behind you.
Look.
You look, there's nothing there, and then when you look back, he's like doing this. Ah! I'm so fucking drunk.
I just bop him on the head with my rifle, like lightly, like dunk, idiot, and kind of start walking up the stairs.
He's like laughing about it. He'll come back up the stairs. Close the door. Be like, you didn't see nothing, and he'll like run away. Like he was like trying not to get caught.
I'll make sure the door actually like locked when he closed it, or is it just literally shut by the weight of itself?
Yeah, he just slammed
I jingle the door for a second and just be like, "Wow, that seems like a terrible idea. Not my problem, I guess."
As you're walking away, you notice Tobias, like out in the back, watching you.
Hey, Twiddle Fingers. What you looking at?
He just keeps staring.
I walk up closer to him. I'm talking to you.
He'll narrow his eyes at you, and then he'll walk away without saying anything.
That's right. Turn your back on me.
I mean, he does pause for a second, but then he keeps walking.
I kind of orcish pride kind of puff out my chest a little bit, like, yeah. Kind of go off to chat with other people.
He goes off to his group of people, and they're talking. Okay, wow, everyone had like a good little thing. Gary, are you doing anything? You said you're just going to bed because you hate these people, right?
Yeah, mine's not as exciting. I'm just reading a lot of books in different languages and writing a lot and reading about history and the families here and the culture. I've just got
Where
like
are
8 books
you
open.
physically?
I was thinking probably whatever room they told us to go to, but I also think that a place like this might not have enough desk space in a room like that.
So
Uh,
they didn't provide you guys with rooms.
so
You
I'm
guys,
probably
they offered the common room, much like how an inn will do for free, kind of thing. But upstairs, when you first hit up the stairs, there is, funny enough, a sitting area to like read.
That's where I'll be then. Yeah, then that sitting area is going to be my room also instead of the common room.
Yeah, so you're sitting there reading. The stairs are straight in front of you, and to your left is like that little bridge I described going to the other side of the floor. And yeah, you notice that, I mean, there's a little bookshelf with some books on it. You're like, huh, like kind of surprising. And there is a reading light. But since you're there, you will encounter Gregor. Gregor will walk up to you. I mean, not briskly or aggressively or anything, but he'll walk up, and he doesn't really say anything, but he looks at you. He looks at what you're reading. He pulls a book off the shelf.
Eating, King of the Bandits. What book has caught your interest this evening?
Nothing terribly
Fantasy or
exciting.
fiction?
Fiction.
And what kind of fiction?
I like a good mystery.
Yes, I too find myself thirsting for a good mystery, and truth be told, we almost didn't come out here to make your acquaintance. There's quite the mystery underfoot back at the castle right now.
Really?
Yes, I believe someone has infiltrated the king's inner court and seeks to use dark magic to corrupt some within.
He'll
Very exciting.
he'll sit down in the other reading chair. You could tell this is like his nook, but he wasn't going to like bug you. He was just going to take his book and go to his room. But he sits down, like, do tell.
It's all very exciting stuff. We've come across dark magic markings from what we can only assume is a dark, deep alien world. You've seen my traveling compatriot, Mr. Fishborn.
Yes, I have.
We have reason to believe that whatever it was that lurks in the depths and destroyed his people has started lurking on the land here.
How interesting. I mean,
Interesting indeed.
I mean, when you're out here this deep in the woods, you see things.
Please, pray tell of anything you've seen. I'm up for a good story. You see, I'm not from this land, so if you've seen something everyone else calls you crazy for, well, I just may go investigate it.
Xbox just told me to go play Dark Tide.
All right, see y'all later.
Boy, gotta close all out. I didn't realize I had all these open.
Did we mention it's a short stream tonight?
It's always a short stream, but I'm on. Because I'm short.
Yep.
I don't know if anyone actually knows that. Everyone's always surprised by it. But yeah, just deep in the woods. I mean, you see things. We've seen creatures beyond just the spiders. You see things far away, and by the time you get there, they're gone. But most of the time, you don't want to Chibi Jahan look too closely. I am Chibi.
Yes, the realm I come from has woods that are similar. But when you see a monster in the dark, sometimes it's better to leave it alone.
Wise words. And you think something like this is plaguing the king's court?
Well, we had our suspicions about a month ago. Now they're confirmed. We know these dark magics are plaguing the lands, and we know that they are plaguing the king's court. We seek to stop it, to stop the spread. Among other things, we all have our hands full, of course. We all lead busy lives.
I mean, he's very drawn into this I mean, this is pretty entertaining shit. You know what I mean? There's no
Yeah,
TV.
no, it's pretty good shit.
And you said you had evidence.
Oh, yes. We've seen markings. We followed a killer through the woods. Footprints. Oh, the whole shebang. I told you a good investigation. I'd hate to spoil the whole story for you, but it's had everything. Along with saving a princess's life from nightmare creatures.
How can you spoil something you don't know the ending to?
I'm afraid that I have my suspicions as to who the killer is. I've narrowed it down, you see. It could only be one of these 2 or 3 suspects here. Oh man, I'm gonna close all my books one by one and start going on the criminal conspiracy web with this guy. Drawing faces, drawing lines of who was where when.
Oh, he's in, man.
Yeah, that's... we may have to get some of our prying eyes can't find us. And I'll shoot a look towards the noble who came with us when I say that. Towards Tali.
He's not in the building that you can see.
I suspect Vitali himself, the noble who travels with us, may be one of the killers. So if we could move this crime map into your private office.
Sure. He'll show you to his room, and he does have a desk and a table.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh yeah.
You can tell it's one part bedroom.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia thing where Charlie has the whole list on the wall.
Pepe Sylvia, Pepe Sylvia, Pepe Sylvia.
Pepe Sylvia doesn't exist. Pepe Sylvia does exist, and he wants his mail, Charlie. It's fucking funny. So I just saw that episode.
That's perfect.
It's a good one. Yeah. So I mean, he'll set stuff out, and he has a map. He's like, okay, yeah, let's do this. And how much? You just tell him everything?
Mm-hmm.
Do you leave anything out?
Do I leave anything out?
Tell him about the corpse in the woods.
Yeah, definitely tell him about the body in the woods.
You tell him
and
what
that it
happened
was probably
to it.
A commoner. Yeah. Yeah, how it was killed and disemboweled.
Its heart was missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ripped out of the chest.
So, yeah. After all of this, I mean, his eyes narrow a little bit when you say this. Interesting. Do you know what kind of thing would take someone's heart?
Well, it was definitely something we suppose will be used for dark magic or sacrifice. We are not sure the heart was taken from that particular person for a reason, or just that a heart was needed and a commoner could go missing with a lot less question than a noble.
Interesting. At this point, the night's been dragging on. Pretty much everyone's been going to bed. There's still a couple of people out by the bonfire. Who wants to not be asleep, and who wants to be asleep?
I'm gonna be staying up.
What are you doing?
I don't trust these. I'm gonna be hanging, sitting by one of the bonfires, just kind of waiting out the night,
You're sitting
watching
by the fire.
people, listening.
So you're sitting by the fire. There's 2 drunk bandits talking about how they're gonna open up a bakery one day together. But you just have such great ideas, man. A bakery that's inspired. Where we bake things.
What if we had a bakery where we put the beer in it so you could get drunk while you eat
bake
bread?
Beer bread. Yeah,
In it.
it's genius.
It would already be in it.
That's crazy, man. You crazy. But
And
that's
call
going...
it beer breads, breaded beer.
But that's going on. Corbin, you're sitting there listening to this. Where are you, priestess of Lashalia?
I was gonna say I'm kind of lurking around the bonfire as well, where the others are staying awake. Just observing. Similarly, just passing the night, looking for within these people for that glimpse of the world's beauty that Wishalia has in everyone. But other than that, nothing.
I mean,
Like,
they
epic.
sing songs, and you do see, like, camaraderie. They talk about their families. I mean, there is beauty here, as there is everywhere.
Well, except Texas.
Oh, burn. I mean, fair. It's fair.
Yeah, pretty fair.
It's fair. Fuck Greg Abbott. So, and Lawrence, you got pretty shit-faced. Are you still out here?
I think he's partying until dawn, but he might be. I might have fallen asleep in the ocean at this point, or whatever body of water is closest.
There are no bodies of water, really.
A barrel of water.
Yeah, you
I'm
could
in
be-
like the bathtub or something. Yeah.
Same
there
thing.
is a horse trough nearby.
Okay, I'm in that.
Ooh.
Okay. So all of you are outside,
Oh,
though. Lawrence, particularly near the stables. They only have a couple horses. But
where's that sexy little stable boy? Get him over here.
what?
That's what he says before he goes to sleep.
That's a weird thing to say. All right.
I'm just.
Look, he
You
likes
haven't-
him with big arms, man. Makes him feel safe. All right.
You haven't seen Emilio in Keon's mind's eye, okay? I think that's the problem. You should see who he cast.
You should see in my mind's eye, because like I'm immediately aging this kid up.
Well,
Because
yeah,
like
because
in my mind's eye, he was young.
in my mind's eye, he was the sidekick from Nacho Libre.
Toyzilla Network. What's up, Mr. Kapow? Welcome, Raiders.
Yeah.
Talking about
And
sexy stable boys.
And I'd like to think that's who Keon cast as well.
Who?
The sidekick
Something-
from Nacho Libre.
Oh, shh.
No, do you guys not just cast yourself as everything and all the time?
No. God, no.
No, I'm not a narcissist. Sorry.
Is that what it is?
Came up way more mean than I
I mean, it is what that is, but also a little mean.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
I'm just gonna. My character's just dead now.
he died of embarrassment.
No, the fishman just go combat. I attack him.
Amazing.
Hey, thanks, Gary. I'm not 6'8". That's nice of you, though.
Ain't no problem.
It's nice of you. I wish. But yeah, so the night goes on, and you're unraveling this mystery with Gregor, like talking about it deep into the night, kind of thing. And like it gets to the same point for everybody. You're all caught up. At a certain point, though, somebody calls out. Ah! You hear like a scream, like not a fun scream.
I glance around the bandits to see what the response is to that.
Some of them like look around like what, but they're not particularly on guard. They do have a guy on the walls, but like it's not like fully staffed. You know, they don't expect anything out here. But somebody does scream out towards the house.
I walk over towards whichever window is closest to courtyard facing and sling the shutters open and peek out, look around with my
There is a
perceptive
window out
vision.
So you look. You'll be the first one to see. There's one of the bandits has a lantern and he's out back. He's standing over like a pile of wet meat. Yeah, you can tell that meat used to wear clothes. With that roll, and you'll also notice that the cellar door is open.
Oh boy, but I don't know what's in there.
You
I'll
don't.
point to the body and yell from this, heightened windowed position. There's a body. There's something there. Something's gotten him.
Gregor will look out. Oh crap! Wake up! Wake up! He'll start stomping on the floor, because like his room's right above the barracks, and he'll start like charging down the stairs with his axe.
I'll start rushing to where the shouting's happening now because I hear a familiar voice. I'm like,
And that's my cue as well, out there by the bonfire, so I follow.
and I'll give the
Yes.
trough a good kick to kind of wake Lawrence up.
Immediate.
Something's killing people out here. You might want to get up.
All right. Combat ready.
So Gregor,
Combat
Solwyn,
pickled more like.
Solwyn, you go too, right?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna drop out the window and take my time to make like a cool landing and not break my legs and die.
I'll let you do it. You're an elf.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be clumsy all the time. That's weird. But yeah, you'll land it. Gregor will meet you down there. The bandit who has the lantern will be the follower of Tunas from earlier. He's an like early 50s, maybe gray-haired man, but still in decent enough shape to be a bandit. Then Corbinian, Kian, Aaron, and like 3 other bandits all make their way out back. Most of them armed. One of them has a spear. 2 of them have crossbows. But that's the whole contingent that arrives immediately. You see the religious man standing over a wet pile of meat, like I described earlier. A pile of clothes, like soaked in blood and full of chunks. And, like I said, the storm doors are open.
I'm gonna eye the ground and look for the tracks of whatever killed this guy.
Give me a roll. Let me see this tracking roll.
12 total.
Not your best
Ew.
tracking roll.
It's probably my lowest one.
Like
so
ever?
far.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, you do notice the unmistakable track of a big cat. But you lose it quickly. It does head, like, past this pile of meat away.
Does it look like it's running or stalking? Or is it just walking casually?
It looks like it seems confused, you know. It's not stalking, it's not a predator, it's in a place it doesn't know. And it seems like it's trying to figure things out. But that's about as much as you can get with that roll. As much as you can get with that roll.
Your pet beast went that way. But I don't know if it did this or not. It seems confused, not sated or hunting.
Gregor will kneel down in the meat. Interesting. There's not much here.
Is there magic? Is there magic here? I've never seen someone, well, without Lawrence chopping at someone regularly. But even then, they're usually still in one piece, unless he sits there and spends his time at it.
So that is a what?
It's an intelligence check just to see if there is some sort of arcana at work here, and it's not the best intelligence check
It's
in
not
the world.
great. It is good enough to know, more or less, what would kind of be obvious. If this is magic, it is powerful magic. But you don't see any, like, there's no, like, blackened dirt or, like, strange smell that would indicate such a thing. Although there is an odor in the air, like a musk.
I've never seen any magic like this, though I suppose it could be possible. I don't know what did this to this man.
This is definitely unlike anything I've ever seen.
It looks like she got out. Gregor will say, and he'll look down in the cellar, and he'll take the lantern from the religious man and go down there. Yeah, she's gone. Son of a bitch. We were gonna get a big price for her. He'll come back.
She went up somewhere that way. It lost her trail in the ground very quickly.
He'll send some men over that way. And he'll start looking around, like confused. Like it seems like he's confused about something. Where the hell is Tobias? He'll start calling out, like, "Hey, wake up!" He'll start looking around.
I saw him not that long ago. Round here. Didn't say much, but we're not exactly friends, so.
Why would?
Wait, have we yet to identify the pile of meat?
Yeah, you have not identified the pile of meat. Would you like to?
Would I be able to tell by the taste?
No. Not
Jim,
unless
these are
you've
people
eaten
yet.
their flesh before.
Fair.
Well, I think you should take a taste anyways, and then let us know that you can't identify him by taste.
So
I don't
I
taste
kneel
like anyone
down.
I know.
I kneel down like the beginning of a CSI Miami episode. And I just put a finger on like one of the blood holes, like and say, "Yep, he's dead."
Is it human? Hernash just is completely casual about this. Is it human?
Do you want to lick? And I hand him my finger.
Give me a perception taste test to see if you can
Perception
tell
taste
if
test.
it's a human.
Perception taste test.
Because if it's an elf or a dwarf or something else entirely, or it's the cat.
How'd my
somehow.
perception taste test do? Pretty bad.
So it's either a very old man or a cat. You're not sure.
all right.
So
I don't
no,
know.
you don't really know.
Are there any arrow accoutrement? I wasn't like an archer.
No, you don't see anything to indicate that it's Tobias. If you're looking through their belongings, I mean, it's hard to tell because of how much blood there is, but it is a nice, like, when you lean down to touch it, you're like, huh, these are nice clothes. It's like a green velvet.
It's like damn noble, isn't it?
Whoopsie.
A green velvet just in this pile of meat.
What was our diplomat's name? Expedio or Meridio or
Vitali Mamoni.
Vitali Mamusa. Yeah.
Anyone see Vitali lately?
Nobody, you don't see him anywhere. But during that, what's your plan? I guess we should probably try to catch her. I'm not sure where she went. He'll start looking around, trying to follow the tracks. There's a lot of traffic around here, though.
Well, if you want, how late is it when this happened? Like, is this midnight or is it coming into morning?
No, it's like probably 12:30-ish.
Oh, that's a terrible time to hunt. It's an awful time to hunt.
The moon is big, and so it's kind of bright out.
Yeah, still. Well, if you want, I could try to form up some sort of hunting party and help you get it back. Confused beast like that, it may take its chances with the arachnids around, or it may try us. And I'd rather it was either dead or contained or captured.
I wish I could find Tobias, son of a bitch. He'll go back into the building looking for his lieutenant.
Go with him because I'm gonna head into. I'm looking for Vitali Mamone, so I'll go help him look for his buddy while I look for ours.
Oh man. So, when you go in the building, on the floor, on the carpet, is Jacob. He's clutching his stomach.
I'm gonna crouch down and
Yeah, I scream Belor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come in right behind, right at the tail of that call, and then rush to Jacob's side and see what I can do. Maybe just straight up get some healing magic in here. Actually, I'm not gonna waste.
He is dying. You can tell immediately. He has a vicious wound to his stomach, and blood's
he's
coming out of his.
dying.
He is dying. But I mean, you can still try to heal him. But he's
dying.
He starts to pass
like,
out.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and place my hands over the core of his wound and call upon Washalia with revival.
Jesus Christ, that's a big number right there.
To stop him from dying.
So you'll see like light shine through his eyes, and like you can almost see like his fondest memory as he is revitalized. His wounds close.
Yes. He heals up technically 15 hit points returned to him.
Having a good night.
He is back up. He's still kind of out, but he'll come to shortly.
Okay. And I'm going to spend those points on reducing the cost because I'm sure that's going to take a big chunk. I'm just trying to see. That was...
Revival.
Oh, it's only 5.
Is it really? That's cheap.
Mm-hmm. It is really cheap, but it only works on dying characters specifically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was dying.
Okay.
It's funny how much a healer can change a narrative. But yes. As you're standing over this bloody man who is starting to come to, you'll hear somebody outside scream again. But that's where we're going to take our break. And we will be back after these messages from our sponsors. See you in a minute. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Plays Fantasy Age. I'm still Johanan.
It's me, Casualty CDG, co-host of Fresh Out the Box and Fresh Out the Podcast. Welcome back to episode 15 of Fantasy Age by Green Ronin. I'll be playing Solwyn.
It's Corbin's turn.
I'm 80 Springer, also known as Corbinian, and I am a variety video game Twitch streamer as well as a tabletop role-playing game Twitch streamer, and I am reprising my role as Harnas, the Orcish Arquebusier. Hello, Vampire Bites, by the way.
Vampire Bite?
Yes, welcome. And hello again, everyone else. I am Erin Baumier once again coming back as Valor, the Cleric of Ashalia.
Oh, what up, let's see, boy, Kian. Over here is Lawrence Fishmore. Come on over to the Navisi household. We got Smash Up, and we got 2 expansion packs. We're playing card games.
Yeah, we do have Smash Up.
So if you're a fan of Smash Up and a fan of card games, well, you should check out Marvel Snap on your phone.
Bro!
Right? Man, I wish we were brought to you by them. Gary subscribed. Thanks for 11 months, Gary. A hype train could start if people keep doing stuff for the next...
But that's just because I'm jumping on the back of the legendary Vampire Bites. So
20 months. Thank you so much, Vampire Bites.
One day, I hope to be subscribed to this channel for 20 months.
Right? Yeah, no, thank you so much, Vampire. Yeah, almost 2 years, which is pretty much as long as we've been streaming, so... Vamp's been here the whole time, and we love you. So, not if I keep you all on auto-renew. There you go. It's true. You'll never catch them. Yeah, welcome back. Hype Train's dying in 8... Hype Train's cool. But yeah, let's get back to it. You heard someone call out front of the building, not far away.
At Hype Station.
it's not around. It's not around the back again. It's just right up front. You hear someone call out after you found Jacob bloody. He was saved by Belor. You do notice that he has been stabbed in the stomach several times, which is interesting. But when you go outside, there's a man who has an arrow sticking out of his shoulder. He seems to be the one who called out.
I'm gonna start looking around for Mr. Twiddlefinger.
You see Tobias and a contingent of other bandits on the other side of the campfire that is dwindling down to embers now. There is smoke rising up from it as the fire is dying. But everything is still pretty decently lit by the light of the moon. Gregor, you failed us. Giving in to these demands so easily. It's time I take control.
I am shooting him.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I think I may just go to sleep and leave you all to hunt this beast yourself.
You're just gonna leave.
Just leave during an uprising and lock the door, like, hope this turns out okay.
Whoa! The number of the beast!
Hail Satan.
All right.
Do I hit him?
Yeah, you hit him.
I think you hit him a couple times.
You hit him and whatever god he follows.
Honestly. Spiritual assassination.
God. All right. Is his dex 1, 0, or a 1 or 0? I doubt it. He's an archer. I'd be shocked if his dex was low.
Yeah,
I might do extra damage.
It is only one.
Really? I get extra damage. That's not good for him.
His accuracy is high.
Right, yep. Oh, yeah, it's actually perception at dex, right? I keep screwing that up.
Did he just get one-shotted?
If I roll max.
Did you just 360 no-scope this punk?
Pretty much. Kind of keeping it fresh for the Zoomers out there.
Wicka, 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 wood. Gen Z, saving democracy across the world.
No cap on God.
Of those 6, one of that's going for pierce armor, so half his armor.
Yeah.
It normally would be 2, but I'm a rogue, and rogues are bastards. I still have 5. I can't disarm him, as funny as that is.
Corbinian.
I'm gonna rapid. Huh?
I don't know. I was reading the chat.
I'm going to then rapid reload with 1. I am then going to lightning attack him for 3. And then reload it again. So I display my mastery of my arquebus as I'm firing twice into this guy in this rapid succession, which is almost impossible with an arquebus, but fantasy.
Yeah, let's check it out. Let's take a bite out of this ham sandwich.
Bang. Plus 4, so 18.
So
That's half his armor.
He is calling him out. You shoot him in the chest. He sucks wet air and fucking die.
Does he?
Yeah.
Damn.
I guess I'm shooting somebody else. I'll shoot the guy that was. Can I? Within range and sight. The guy who was on his right side, like it's whoever the right hand man was, even if he was the guy that's like right next to us, bang,
Yeah.
bang.
Yeah, go ahead.
I still have to roll to hit that guy though.
You do.
Surprisingly. This does not get the aim bonus because I'm not aiming anymore.
You don't get the stun points on lightning attack.
No. And I don't get my extra d6 because I only get to do that once per round, so it doesn't matter what his dex is. 16. Damage, sorry.
That guy, so you just blast the first dude, he dies. The second guy, it goes down to a knee. He didn't like that very much. But so combat started. Everybody give me initiatives. Even though their ringleader did die immediately. So we'll see how this goes.
So he did 360 no scope this game.
I did it. I did
He
one
did
shot.
360, no scope.
Literally.
Yeah,
Almost.
no cap. On God.
All gas, no brakes.
You guys keep saying 360 no scope, and I'm gonna go play the new Call of Duty game now.
Oh, I forget that you play that.
Yeah, I'm like 12% douchebag, so I still play Call of Duty.
No, I part of me is like tempted, but I'm not gonna.
I like camping and stabbing people with knives, and that's a good game to do it in.
True.
It is fun. It is
It's cheaper
pretty
to buy Call of Duty than it is to go to REI and pick up a tent and all the camping gear you need. You just buy Call of Duty every couple of years.
I was going to say, it's fun to do in Call of Duty, but it's frowned upon in a national
270 with scope.
They don't like you stabbing people. All right, I have your stuffs.
Arquebus doesn't have a scope though. That's the whole thing. You're automatically
Yeah, no
forced to be
scope.
no scoping.
Yeah.
No scope, no rifling. Not even a real trigger. It's just a big lever like a crossbow.
Yeah, no cap. I like saying no cap. It's my favorite.
Well, because you a poser.
He's right though.
Yeah,
John, can you
I'm
see my
definitely not a
initiative roll?
zoomer. Can I see what?
My initiative roll. It says you wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no Valen token was selected.
Yeah, I can see it.
It still hits.
Okay.
It, yeah. That's just
I don't know why I
Roll
didn't.
trying to be mad that we're not using the token. We're not using tokens.
Yeah, I'm not using roll
What
20,
fucking
right?
tokens?
No gods, no
I'm
masters.
not gonna, I don't want to give a master class on roll 20 right now, but you can.
Well, I'm
use
told to stop yelling at
tokens.
me like that. I feel very called out.
Don't
Get a
worry.
token,
We yell at.
bro.
I'll yell at roll 20 all the time for various reasons.
Definitely. Mhm.
Usually cursing.
Alrighty.
Every time.
So
Well, not every time. It's a little excessive.
so Tobias immediately goes down. I mean, technically, if you really wanted to, you could probably save him, but he's on the floor dying. The second guy takes a big hit. And then very quickly, it happens very fast. The embers of the bonfire are thrown up and smashed and blasted. As something hits the bonfire full speed, it sends up a bunch of ash. And then you hear the man who just got shot, who is like crying out in pain already, let out a scream and then a gurgled like death throw as you see something standing over him. And then they immediately start fighting with the figure as the dust starts to settle. But Solwyn, it's your turn.
Come on, everyone, let's get inside quickly. I'll actually go to put my hands on Gregor and try to gently guide him, push him back inside.
Those are my men out there still.
Half of them are your men and they're under attack. Let us make sense of this situation before we try to rally. This is chaos, blind chaos.
He'll go in. All of you. Yes, there you go, Keon. Vampire explained how tokens work. Oh, you didn't have to roll.
Good.
It was good enough. So he goes in. Is everyone planning on following this course of action?
How many people are out there roughly?
So there is about half the bandits defected. So there's like 7-ish over there. And then you have your little contingent with you. Not many. There aren't that many.
I'll be falling. I'm basically doing a fighting retreat. It's my intention. I'm gonna be shooting, but backing off as I'm fighting.
So
That's
below
my
it,
intention.
What's your intention?
My intention is just damage mitigation for the team and those who are retreating. I'll go with the retreat and just can I hold an action?
Yeah.
I would just hold a healing touch in case anybody gets wounded as we're pulling back.
So you're ready to heal somebody. And then Lawrence, are you also okay with this course of action? Keon?
You could be muted.
He is muted.
Yes.
Okay. So, for just sake of ease, all of you decide to fall back as soon as this goes down into the building. And you can hear the terrified screams outside as something rips them apart.
I look at Balor and Solwyn. Was that you?
Like magic or something?
Yeah, I'm like, what, did you guys do that? I certainly can't do that.
I wish it were. However, this is no illusion.
We should head out there and help those men before they're all slain.
Right.
Let us just try to grab them one at a time and yank them back in here to safety. A few will die, but I don't want us to be overwhelmed.
You do hear pounding on the front door. Let us in.
Let's make it quick.
You
I'm
open
gonna
that
rush
door,
over
we're
and-
fighting whatever's on the other side of that door.
Yeah.
I will take on the beast.
Then you can get the door, Lawrence.
Yeah, we're in a way better position for this now.
All right. Okay, so I can do that.
Gregor, for all that's
I got
good
you.
in dwarven
Say
kind,
yes.
please tell me you have shot and powder hidden in this damn building. 'Cause I'm running low.
He'll toss you some keys and point to a room in the armory. Hurry.
Gregor, I hate to tell you how to lead, but we need you to stay alive. If you can stay here and rally your men while we bring them in from the outside, we'll be far more useful. As we bring them in, you must persuade them to join your side.
I don't think that'll be a problem. But yeah, are you gonna let the people pounding on the door in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're done elf splaining, someone help me get the friggin' door.
It's pretty funny.
Not wrong.
Are you gonna
Get
open the door,
one
Lawrence?
fake kingdom of eternal life and beauty, and all of a sudden you know.
That is how
Wait.
elves work.
You need help opening the door, Lawrence.
I'll try. I got it myself. I'm sorry, mate.
You might have to turn that knob first.
Oh, right.
I do need you to literally say the words, I opened the door.
I opened the door.
Okay, good.
I boot the door.
I can't make you do it. But yeah, so you open the door.
Wow.
Two men lunge in. Just like one of them has a ripped shirt and like a mark. It looks like he got cut up. The other one seems fine. A third one comes to go in the door. You see him get pulled back around the corner.
I pursue.
Oh, you run out there?
Yeah, if you can close it, I'll try and see if I can save this one.
Lawrence runs around the corner. And you are met with just a spray of blood.
Oh shit!
As,
Do I see the thing?
standing over the man. Did I mess up my... Oh, here it is.
I run out right behind him, by the way.
You run up
Okay.
right behind him. Standing over this man, holding him in his clawed hands, is a hunched over 6.5 foot canine looking creature with his teeth ripping this guy's throat out. And you hear the wet
What?
gurgles. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that did it. Yep, that's the thing. I guess I. Or do we roll? Do we? Go
No,
in
you keep the same
order?
initiative, yeah. So, but I mean, you do
I
run
was
around the
last.
corner on him. So, like, we'll start with you.
Okay, so I.
He'll drop
Fighting.
the body and let out a howl. And what are you fighting with?
My Trident of Nash.
You lunge with it, and this thing's fast. It gets out of the way pretty easily.
Gets out of the way pretty easily because I rolled an 11. Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll take my minor action to get berserk. I gotta activate, so I go. And it'll be +1 damage, -1 defense. So if I all out attack every time, it'll be +2 damage, -2 defense every time.
Doesn't your dual wielding let you do another as well?
Is the
Well, now I have enough strength to not do I can do the trident now, which does a lot more damage. So no.
Oh, it's a two-handed. Okay.
Yes, sir. But it doesn't matter because I missed with all my fighting stuff, so that's cool.
Hell yeah.
Keeping it real.
Yeah. So, who else is in this combat? Are the two of you staying inside or what? Okay. So, Belor. Oh, what are you doing, Ernest?
I'm getting shots. I'm just reloading my
Right,
shots
okay.
in the armory, and if I can find a random grenade in there, I'll try. But I'm assuming he just has shot and steel and stuff.
Are there any more people out, any more bandits out in this courtyard right now who haven't been shredded yet?
You can see the remains of the other ones.
Are there any who are dying who can be pulled in and saved?
Potentially.
That's what I'm going to focus on, is trying to drag them into Belor while the others are handling the fight.
All right. Let me see here.
They may not be in fighting shape, but if we can save a few more lives here, that's what we're trying to do.
How many of them are there?
You're trying to bring me the wounded, you're saying? Okay.
That's exactly right.
Cool.
It is your turn, Belor.
Okay, so before you pop off with that, then I go ahead and clutching my chakram and raising it high above my head, I call for Washalia's strength. Let's see here. Oof, just made it. With 2 sum points enough
Just
to knock
made
it down.
Good God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyway, that will go to. Let's do Lawrence, Hernasa, and we'll go ahead and do myself for this one because it is everybody gets a damage point to melee and ranged attacks till the end of the encounter.
Oh, nice.
1 point of extra point of damage.
Nice.
So you'll hit a little harder, and then I kind of actually step back, keeping my eyes mostly on the fight between Lawrence and the Thing and the Beast, but then keeping my periphery, like, looking out for Solwyn, bring me people, and that's my turn.
Absolutely. Solwyn, you begin your search. Give me a perception check.
Perception check. I'm going to
Or
roll
medicine,
for my eyes.
depending on what you are doing.
I'm rolling for my eyeballs, and I rolled a 13 eyeballs check.
Okay. You're able
You-
to find a couple dead bodies, and then a live guy who's laying there. He looks like he got chomped on and savaged pretty bad.
There he is. I'll touch myself on my chest before I go out and say the magic words, Avir Enchantro, and try to enchant my armor to make this a little bit easier. Looking for a 13, rolled a 13. That's what I'm talking about.
Looking for
No
10.
stump points for me. Oh, was I looking for a 10? I was.
Yeah, so you
What
crushed
do you
it.
know? I did. I crushed it. I have +1 to my armor rating until the end of the scene. And then I run. I find the guy, I cast on myself, and then I run out to the guy. And the next turn I'll grab him and drag him back.
Grab him and drag him.
Grab him, dragon. Herness, I mean, you unlock the door. There is shot, and there is gunpowder. There's not a lot, because they don't really use that stuff too much.
Yeah.
It seems
And
like something they
pricey.
took from somebody.
Yeah. How much am I able to scavenge from their armory?
Probably however much you started with.
Uh,
I'm gonna pretend like they robbed like level 1 you.
I think that's 10 shot.
Sounds right.
But so
I feel like that's a fair amount.
because that's what a single pouch would be worth. Well, pouch shot. Anyway, I'll start reloading up and start refilling my bandoliers and stop bringing them, and then run back out to where Gregor is because I'm defending. Basically, the intention is to defend the door from anything, whatever that is, coming in to where we are.
Yeah. So that is the full turn order. I kind of switched. But Lord, you. Oh yeah, you went. That's right. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Kian, what's your defense?
To make sure I'm not full of crap.
Well, it would be -2 I think. Your defense goes off of I haven't increased that at all, so it's still 11. So 9.
So it hits you with a claw attack
Cool.
for 14.
Cool. So 10 because I have 4 armor.
Yes.
Cool.
It is going to use
Powder shot,
its
10, yep.
stunt points to do overwhelm, which is a special stunt that it can do.
Oh no!
It knocks
Cool.
you prone
Sick.
and pins you to the ground. It gets +2 bonus to further attacks.
Take me out to dinner first, guy.
Right? To further attacks as long as the victim remains pinned. This includes the usual +1 for prone target. The pinned, you must make a might check to escape, which requires an action. Not yet, but that's pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna count that later though.
Yeah, you can count on it. Not quite yet. Because, so it pins you down, but it can attack twice with its claws. So, it's going to pin you, and then it's going to attack you again.
Most things
Cool.
don't do attack more than once.
Most
That's
things
not
don't.
good.
I managed to find something that did. Whoops.
Thanks, bud.
You're welcome.
Right in time for my health upgrade.
14 again, so take another 10.
Sick.
As it pins you to the ground. But it is
Still
your turn.
barely scratch.
Yeah, you're still okay. You're still good.
So I got to use that as a major action to
Minor.
get out.
It's a minor.
Minor. Okay,
Minor
but
to
I'm still
escape is
berserk,
that
so I
turn.
don't need a minor action. So yeah, I minor to get out of it. I get out of it.
Well,
What are
you
those stumps?
rolled. It's contested.
Oh, it's an opposed roll.
Yeah.
Well, I says I get out of it. Yeah, see?
This is a diceless RPG now. Deal.
Yeah, see? I said I get out of it, see?
So it claws you, knocks you to the ground, and then claws you again, and then like it like rears up on you, and as it does so, you like try to push it off, and it palms you back to the ground, like boom, like,
That's not great.
and it holds you down.
It beat a 17?
Yes,
3 stun points?
it did.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's really not good.
This thing, I hunched over. It's like 6'5". It's bigger than that, and it's very, very heavy. Sorry, but
Alright.
it is still your turn. You can still do stuff.
What else can I do? I just did all my actions.
No, that was a minor action.
Oh, major action.
Because you can still major action hit back, you know?
Yeah, you can still
You're not
attack 'em.
restrained.
You're not
Yeah.
restrained. No.
I'm gonna attack him still?
Yeah, you can still attack him.
He just gets bonuses to attack you on his turn.
You do
Okay,
hit
well, I
him.
hit him.
Yeah, you do hit him. As he slams you back to the ground, you stick him with your spear. You get it at a weird angle.
Trident and Ash. For
Plus-
5
plus your strength.
3. Plus my strength, you say?
Yeah.
5 plus 2? So 7, and then +3 because the Balor Blessing plus all-out attack plus Berserk.
Good God.
So 10.
Nice.
10 altogether.
Did it roll right though? Let me make sure. Yeah, 2d6.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I got 5 on 2d6. Whatever.
It's not great, but hey, man, it happens.
Whatever.
It happens, man. I'm sorry.
First tried attack.
So, you hit it, and you definitely feel like you made contact, but its like fur is really strangely thick, and it does seem to be providing it with some protection. But still a hit. And we'll pop back to Solwyn.
That left me with +1 armor, running across the field to grab this guy who's dying. I'm gonna try to do the cool, like moving fireman's carry pickup. I don't know if you've seen that one where you like roll with the shoulder and you pick up a guy who's on the ground.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go for that move with Elven Grace and try to bring him back over here.
Give me acrobatics.
Dexterity. It is with a 10. I'm feeling okay about a 10.
So you do get him up.
Right.
It's not the best, but you do it. It's not the most difficult thing to do. It's just you don't do like a backflip or anything.
Yeah, no, but it's still cool enough.
It's still cool enough, yeah.
And it's cool enough for me to run back to the building with him and try to put him at Balor's feet, not drop him, but place him there.
So you can see Balor like standing at the edge of the building to the left.
Oh, damn.
Over by where the fight's happening.
I'm still gonna bring the guy back to the doorway. I'm gonna get him inside the building.
Give him some cover.
It's okay.
And that's my turn. I go over, I action roll sort of across the guy, pick him up on my shoulders in a fireman carry, and run back inside, set him down covered in ash and mud, as I am still in my red robes that are almost glowing in this moonlight, this bright, full moonlight. And then I'll prepare, what I'm going to do next turn. I'll stand at this doorway and look around and try to figure out the battlefield.
As soon as you get in, you can hear Gregor yelling at the deserters, and telling them that, like they're his men now, and they need to accept that, blah, blah, blah. And they do. They're not really, their leader died because they got shot in the chest by Hernaz. Hernaz, you have your rounds. And you're ready.
Look to Sowen, look to Balor, look to Gregor, and then where's Lawrence?
Oh, those are the sounds I'm making.
Yeah.
You could hear the fight going on. The beast is making snarls and roars, and Lawrence is shouting out in his fish language.
And I am out there too.
And Balor's also there, but you're not being loud.
I'm gonna run out so I have if I can get within 12 yards to be awesome. 24 yards if I have to.
No, you can get within 12. They're not that far.
Okay.
It's like right around the corner.
So moved. I can't aim. I can still shoot because the gun's still loaded from earlier. No aim action. You gave me bonus to damage, not to hit.
Correct.
Bang. 16. To hit beastie.
Hit?
Nice.
Is its initiative dex 1 or 0?
No.
That's unfortunate. 13 damage due to the magic buff.
Correct. 13 damage. You hear the bullets hit. It doesn't seem to like it, but it also sounded like you hit something made out of like stone almost. Like it sounded thick, Balor. You hear a gunshot from behind you. I imagine that's always pretty startling.
Yeah.
It's always startling, but at least I know where it's coming from. 9 times out of 10 at least. Great. So I wanted to ask, did Solon, did you call out to me or anything when you brought that person in?
If I needed to, I would have. I
Mhm.
would have probably just tried to make it known, eye contact or something. Like, I got this guy over here.
Oh yeah, that was pretty. I mean, you guys were close. It's pretty easy communication.
Wait, okay, so close is like another question, excuse me. Am I within 10 yards, do you think, of the people inside the building as well as Lawrence? Roughly?
Technically,
10 yards,
but they are on the
30
other side of
feet.
a wall. I don't know if that matters.
They are on the other side of a wall. I don't know if it matters either, which is kind of great based on the wording of this. So, but just keep that in mind because I'm going to worry about that later. For now, if nobody's needing immediate aid, I'm going to stay back where I have like visual on the door, but also a visual on Lawrence. And from here, I'm going to go ahead and actually launch a. I haven't drawn my Morningstar chalk in hand. I just sling it and launch a arcane blast at the creature, to try and distract it from
That is a hit.
Lawrence. Heck yeah! Bam! That is
It's not bad.
9 points of damage.
Nice.
That's not bad.
As like a ring of light goes, bam, into the creature.
You blast his fur, like blasts away. He does get staggered back like a little bit. He does not. Once again, he does not seem to enjoy this.
I'll say that. I'll say to Laurent, or I'll call to the building. I'll say, I'll try to help Lawrence keep getting the wounded, keep gathering the wounded. Let's call that out.
As this happens, he's going to start to froth at the mouth a bit.
That's not great.
As I activate one of my floating GM power-ups. He's going to howl at the moon.
I love that band.
And he's going to strike at Lawrence 2 more times.
Oh.
Yeah, bark at the moon.
That one might actually miss. Which, no,
horrifying.
your defense is shit.
Especially in Berserker mode.
Yeah.
He's an HP sponge.
Yeah, and I get a +2 to hit you because you're pinned. So, yep, 17 hits. All right.
Pardon me, sorry.
And I do generate some stun points, but not a lot. It's not a lot. It's enough to do my
I'm so glad to hear that.
You're not dead yet. You're fine.
Oh, shit.
Not yet. I just can't physically escape the grip or kill it. So
It's going to do... I lost the page. There it is. Alright, so this is with stun points, Kian.
Oh, God.
Go ahead and take your armor off of this, because I forget your armor, but take 20.
Holy fudging muffins in a basket.
He did Mighty Blow.
Yeah.
I'm bleeding a little bit.
A
Sure.
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he hits you again, but no stun points. No stun points. For another 13.
Like I'm actually gonna die.
Are you, like, hurt?
Yes.
Super. Yeah.
Are you like hurt? How much damage did
He's
you
the
do?
only
first
character
I
out
just
of
said
us
33.
who take that much
Like-
damage.
Yeah.
Hurt? Are you like it? Yeah, he's fucking like it, Jahan.
Yeah. Good job. Good job. You did a good job, audience.
I'm sorry.
We're getting to you.
It is your turn,
Yeah,
though,
but he-
Kian.
Oh, you're sorry for making an unkillable.
He's
monster
not
that
unkillable.
pins you down and attacks you twice. It can't. All right, let me break out of it again with my 17. See what happens. Oh, I can't.
Well, it's
Okay,
contested.
I'm still there.
Nice roll though. That's a really good 10. Rolling all
Screw you.
twos is what you wanted to do at this time, was roll all twos.
That's
It's not
a great
me.
roll.
It's a stupid
Satisfying.
computer. These are real dice. If I was really touching them,
If you
literally
can touch it
tickling
with your
these
magic,
dice, they'd
yeah.
be behaving
I promise you, if you had real dice in your hands right now and you rolled them, it would show all twos, and we would
It
be
would
like,
be better.
"Told you, the
Nah,
dice
these
don't
ones are
lie.
better.
The
Sure.
dice don't lie, man."
These aren't dice. These
I've got
aren't
3
real
dice
dice.
right
These
here.
are liar dice.
We can play a liar
Different
dice.
game.
Maybe
Yeah.
he'll roll crap. Maybe the
Okay,
GM
so do I get out of it or not?
No.
Yeah,
Right,
no
well,
shit.
okay, well.
Okay, I attack.
Why did I do that? There we go.
And I generated stun points.
Did 13 hit?
No.
Did 13 hit?
Do you have any stump or any boons?
We haven't been
No.
moved since
No,
we
the
started.
Our
Alright.
audience, I'm gonna honestly say our audience is kind of a bunch of dickbags, so of course we don't. Of course
They're
I don't
usually
have
super
to.
nice.
They're
They're usually
No,
super
no, no, no,
nice.
no. All good grades out the window. I don't care. Fuck the audience.
Take that, audience, you shits.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So that, I mean, you're at an awkward angle. You jab at the wolf, and it stays on top of you. Solwyn. It's your turn.
What?
It's your turn.
What? What do you want me to do? I already saved a fucking guy. Holy
Yeah,
shit, man.
You don't have to do anything else.
I'm just kidding. I'm gonna look around. Is there anybody else out there? I know that I saw 3 dead. There were 7. I saw 1 dying. So there could still be 2 unaccounted for by a rough count.
Correct.
Because one got obliterated by a gun also.
Go ahead and give me another scene check.
Let me look with my eyes, do a little looky ball check. I've rolled a 16 with 6 stunt points, and I have dark vision.
You,
Dude, that's just taking all your good rolls.
You check, and no one's moving out there. It
I
doesn't
have
look
Lawrence.
good. I rolled
see
to
what
see if any of them were alive.
Let me see if there's anything with 6 stunt points that could help me out here. You can continue on. I'll let you know what I'm doing in a second so I don't hold everybody up.
Let's do Hernas.
Well, you look pretty badly savaged over there.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So I can- I can just hope.
Dancing
I am
over there.
going to free action, pull and rapidly ready one of my pistols, aim, and I fire at the beast.
Okay.
Yay, being a gunslinger, I can actually aim and shoot now. Yeah, well, draw and shoot.
Hit.
That's actually an 18 to hit.
It
No
does
still
hit.
points. Damn it.
No stun points.
I spend my stunt points to do the object of your attention, so I get +1 to tests that are related to or to perceive additional aspects of this object. Do it twice, so I get +2 to survey the scene from now on.
Okay. To do further investigations, you will get a +2.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking for that cat next, and I want a +2 to look for him in the dark.
That's a hit. That is 11 damage, 12 damage total. That.
Because of the magic boost.
Oh, right. So that's going to be this number. Which I can't do the math on. There it
You can, you got booned.
What about who?
Aaron's
thanks.
dead.
Think it's really cool when families are supportive. It makes me think that it's cool.
It's cool.
Family's
Very
a lie.
appreciated.
No.
Yeah,
That's fucking-
Aaron's dad's dope. Hi, Mr. Ty, Dungeon Mr. Ty. Thanks for the boon.
Our new talking tries to help.
I knew it would break one of these people.
Looks like I'm not the only one who likes to be liked around here.
Yeah,
Treat
so
them like shit and they start booning you.
the bullet rips
Exactly.
through the creature.
Now you're in my
A
hands.
spatter of blood comes out. Balor, it is your turn.
Okay, once again, pulling the chakram close, clutching it, I pull together a mighty string of words for, looking for it, a healing aura. Oh, thank God I'm actually getting these
You did it.
successful rolls. Holding it close, and then once more raising it up, this time gently with both hands, as these like spheres of light that start to form and circle around me, shoot off and heal. I can heal up to 8 people with this. So I'm going to say it heals pretty much everybody it can who's wounded.
Excellent.
And it heals them for 11 points.
That includes Kian gain 11. If any of you are hurt, gain 11.
I'm untouched.
And the guy by your feet that you dragged in, Solwyn, he breathes in deep all of a sudden. And you also see Jacob start to stir.
Hell yeah. Now we're doing the thing.
That's what I was hoping for. And then in the meantime, with my spare hand, I'm going to go ahead and pull out that bandaging kit, rush to Lawrence. And I'm going to have to probably wait till I get this thing off of him before I can actually bandage
Oh,
a
you
wound.
can actually... The victim's allies can also attempt the test, but you must spend a major action to do so.
Yeah.
A major action.
But-
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
My hope was to shoot it and then threaten it to come after me.
Oh, to taunt
I
it
know I can't
with
win
like
my-
stunt points.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I know I can't win a might roll. My strength isn't.
So, okay, so I know that, like, I can technically heal right now,
Yeah.
but it just feels weird.
Because
Wait, can I
there's a
not?
creature on top of him.
There's a creature on him, like, wounding him as we speak, so I kind of just feel like I shouldn't do that, because it doesn't really...
It
You
does
can't put
seem
the image
weird.
together.
It does seem
Mhm.
weird. But
Well, the funny thing is, each time you do a regular like a mundane medicine roll, you can only do that each time he's been hurt. So you could bandage him, possibly at a penalty because he's being attacked, and then if he gets hurt again, you could bandage him again because he's been fresh wounds.
I mean, it could be that I'm just, like, interfering and mitigating the damage.
Like, keeping him away from hitting the already existing. Else, please.
Yeah. I don't know. That's my best
so
justification.
you get close. You're ready to help Lawrence. The creature's turn is now. He is bleeding. That bullet did rip through his chest.
Oh, thank
Nice.
And he's going to growl at you. He gets real close with his teeth, and his breath stinks, and it's hot.
Nice.
But he's going to lumber away.
The hell he is.
With Lawrence?
No. No, he's not going to drag you. No, he lets you up, and he runs towards the wall.
Okay.
Very fast.
I intend to move closer and keep shooting at him, hoping to kill it before it gets away.
I also intend on doing a thing.
Lawrence's turn.
Lawrence is
Let
no
go of
longer
him.
being held down by the beat.
Correct.
Fuck.
It got hurt and decided to cut its losses.
Yeah,
Okay,
guns
well,
go
It
bang,
does
man.
seem like a tactical decision. Yeah,
Like,
guns
maybe
do
it's-
guard.
Maybe it's drawing us to a certain direction.
Maybe, or it's
Like-
just smart enough to leave.
Like
It's getting
claws
swarmed
hurt,
pretty bad.
teeth hurt, but bullets.
I mean, I guess we gotta finish it off if it's bleeding. If it bleeds, we can kill it.
It's like
And if we don't
flaming
kill it now,
hot
it'll kill us
steel
later.
Teeth.
Oh, too bad I can't fucking hit it.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Hey, no.
You run after it.
Well-
You try to stab it while it's still in range, but it's really fast. How fast are you? What's your speed?
Just 10.
Solon.
I'm going to run out and try to get just within 30 feet, which is 10 yards.
Ow. Oh,
So,
you're-
here's the thing. It wasn't adjacent to you when its turn happened, and it moved 32.
32. yards.
Speed, yeah.
Oh, that thing's hyper fast.
Yeah, it's really it's like
32.
it's
I don't think I can get there because my movement's 14.
Yeah, I know. You'd have to sprint, and then you wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah, even if I sprint, then I still can't hit it next turn, can I?
if it gets messed up on the wall somehow, maybe.
Fuck it, I'm gonna try it then. Maybe Corbinian will clap him in the leg and slow him down, and I'll be able to do something. So yeah, I'm gonna book it and try to get within range. I'm gonna go full speed all the way, chasing this thing down. So Solwyn just hauls ass. I come tearing out the front door, run around the corner of the building, and with just elven speed and cat-like reflexes, I just go running across this dimly lit, flickering, ash-filled courtyard after this lycanthrope.
You know it's lycanthrope. Sorry.
After this twisted, bleeding, canine, bipedal creature.
There you go. Ah. Okay.
Could be a
You run
cat.
after her nest.
I will. Is it within 24 yards? No, it moves
Not
like
that
30,
moving,
doesn't it?
yeah.
No, I have to move.
You have to move.
All right, I will move closer.
How far can
My
you
speed, my speed's actually 17. I'm actually pretty quick.
Oh,
Holy crap.
your speed is quick.
Damn.
What's his speed?
17.
It's a pretty fast orc.
That's really fast.
It's dexterity, right? Or something? Goes into speed?
Well, now you get me curious because that number does seem excessively compared to.
Base-
The
I'm
minimum
just
is
curious.
10
I'm not
plus
calling
dexterity.
bullshit. I'm just saying.
I do believe base speed is 12.
It is high, but I mean, I don't know. I didn't build your characters. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if rogues and trackers were faster.
Right.
But I'll look that up in a moment.
Is your
but
dexterity
can I get
5,
within?
Opinion?
Huh?
Is your dexterity 5?
It's 2.
2. All right. Never mind.
And nothing in my power class. 20 yards, extra damage.
You can shoot it.
Well, the trick is whether or not I'm within increment or my second.
Within
I don't
how
know
much?
Far. I need to be within 12 to hit it without penalty.
You're now within 12.
So I'm at a -1 because I'm firing at long range. Can't aim because I moved. And I'm glad I got more bullets. Oh, that's not the arquebus. It's the other pistol. That's right. Because I didn't have a chance to reload. No aim. Bang.
Hit.
15.
As a hit.
Pierce armor for 1. Rapid reload. The rifle. The arquebus.
Does
Rolling
Pierce
damage for the pistol.
armor...
Half its armor's gone.
Okay. But it doesn't
I don't
make...
get penetrating, bro.
It's not penetrating damage, though, right?
No. I don't get that till way later, to like mastery.
Gotcha.
11 damage because of the buff.
You halved his armor. I mean, he'll take the shot in the shoulder, and he'll, like, yelp and roll forward. But he comes up on his feet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Actually, rather than I got a pierce armor. Mine. I was gonna knock it prone, then I realized that I would need to rapid reload. I would need to pierce armor. I would have tried that anyway.
It's all good. But Laura.
I will continue medic duty, but I'm actually gonna put the bandage kit away and just kind of follow the ones who rushed off and stay close. I'm not gonna heal Lawrence yet, though, unless the creature
Comes back.
comes back. Yeah, exactly. We're just gonna let this scene play out, and I'm actually just gonna I'll hold a healing touch specifically for Lawrence. Like, I'll be within the range and everything, just in case. So if it leaps back, I'm just gonna heal him. Just make sure he
Fair
doesn't
enough.
die on the spot.
Fair enough. It's its turn. It does get to the wall. Let's see if it gets fucked up on the wall.
I couldn't taunt because it was within 10. Damn.
It has the ability jumping. Let's see. It leaps up to the battlement and hops over the side. Does not miss a stride. Well, let me see. Actually, I actually wrote down how high these walls are. Man.
Such incredible attention to detail.
Thanks.
Good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. They don't have an easy jump convert. Oh, yeah, they do. No, they don't.
Love when it happens like that.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Let me see here. Ooh, there aren't that many references to jumping.
That's either a really good thing or a really bad thing. Hopefully it means that they have clear, concise rules on jumping in the age book. And not a lack of clear, concise jumping rules.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Which are the two possibilities?
It's the latter. So, in that case, let me see what I rolled here. I mean, it seems high. You think an 18 is high enough to clear a 15-foot wall?
Probably.
Seems like it would be.
I feel like if I was the player and I rolled an 18, then I would want to be able to jump a 15-foot wall with that roll.
That's pretty true.
Especially if I was like a panther creature thing
A
with
jumping wolf monster.
should have moved 32
That's fair.
yards.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
to
just wanted to make sure it didn't sound off. I didn't want to be a dick.
Yeah,
So
no, I think you're
it
good.
does leap through the air. It'll ET across the moon. And it will
Love
land on
that.
the other side. And then you don't know what happens.
But I'll be buggered.
Unfortunately, it did not get hung up on the wall. Long story short. But, Solon,
Yeah.
it's your turn, bud.
And there is no... is there a tower close by to look over this gate, this fence? Like a battlement tower? A survey tower?
A tower, no.
A
You can just get up
lookout?
on the battlement, though.
Yeah, let me get up on the battlement and look around.
Yeah, sure. I'll allow your +2 for looking around from earlier to transfer.
17 with the +2.
Right. Let's see if you see it. Oh, you probably do, actually. I didn't roll very good. You do. You can see him, like, disappearing into the tree line. But he's not very far. It's just, like, it looks like he immediately tried to cut and hide.
Yeah, alright, I'm going after him.
Okay. You hop the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You slide down the other side of the wall.
Mm-hmm. And I start running into the dark
So
forest.
into the dark. It's another nice misty evening. The silhouette of the full moon above you. Harness, your friend disappears over the wall.
I am going to run after them. I'll try to move and see if I can see my...
See if you can
Probably
see-
move until I see the monster, so I'm going to try to go up the wall, see if I can see it. You'd have to be within 20 yards for me to see it.
By the time you get there, you probably can't see it.
But I can see Solwyn running after
You
it.
see Solon running after it.
I will sprint to keep up with Solwyn, because I assume he's hot on the trail.
Yeah, so you'll be not too far behind him. Balor.
Well, I'm gonna go up to the battlement from where someone leapt off,
Mhm.
from whence he leapt, and I will actually hang out there for a second. I'll go ahead and cast Arcane Candle, which just makes a little torch ball, basically, of light as a minor arcana thing. And then I will kind of hold that middle position for Lawrence to presumably probably follow them as well, but I don't know.
Lawrence, it's your turn.
You are 100% muted right now.
I just did it too. Yeah, I follow him too, I guess. I'm still bleeding a lot. I don't really know if I should be chasing this unkillable beast into the woods, but I'm following at a distance.
The creature is also bleeding.
Okay, well.
Yeah, once we engage, you probably should be back row and be healed.
Yeah, I
before
think
you
Lawrence kind of did his thing
Yeah.
of getting real hurt. That's kind of my thing.
Hell, the damage you took probably would have killed one of us.
Exactly. So
No
mission
doubt.
accomplished.
Okay, so you follow it.
Yeah, holding my guts inside.
Nice. Holding my guts was my nickname in high school.
You have many nicknames in high school.
Yeah, they called me a lot of stuff. Mostly because they couldn't pronounce my name.
Well, that was one of the nicknames. Was a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. Someone did call me stuff once. Well, I'll never forgive them. Ballora, you're still on the battlement. You see Gregor leading his men to the wall. They're setting up torches, they're lighting the area, and they're on guard. But yeah, you run off into the woods after this creature. Headman Solon, you're up front. Let's see if you can keep your eyes on this thing.
Yeah, I can.
Because it definitely pulled away.
I can keep my eyes on it. I've rolled a 13 with 3 stunt points.
+2.
+2, that's right, 15 with 3 stunt
I'll
points.
let that keep writing for this scene.
And those 3 stunt points, if you'll let me, but I understand if the answer is no, because I've already used it twice, but it costs 3 to use the object of your attention.
You can't keep stacking it.
Right.
I mean, that's funny, but no, you can't keep stacking it.
I'm just trying to keep it.
I'll let it justify me continuing to let you use it for a really long time. So, you keep doing it.
Cool.
But yeah, you could still see the creature up ahead. It's starting to fade in the dark, though.
Nope. I'm going to get it.
It didn't roll great on its stealth, though.
I'm going to get it.
Alright. What are you going to do? So I feel like you could probably catch up to it a bit since it's trying to hide.
We also have 3. I have 3 stunt points. Exploration stunt. There is that makes me wonder. I can make another perception check immediately. That is or isn't related. Now that I'm chasing this thing, it's bleeding. It's trying to hide. It makes me wonder. Are there tracks now? Are there bloody tracks that we can follow? Is there something else now that this thing's starting to slip into the mist?
It's leaving tracks.
Yeah, that makes me wonder. So that's what I'm going to start picking up on now. Use that makes me wonder, so I can also track these tracks.
Fair enough. Hernas?
And I'll point that out to you, Hernas, as you're running alongside me, catching up with a little bit more run speed. This thing's bleeding. It's leaving tracks.
I would like to try to, knowing the tracks, and well, I don't know if you want me to do a separate roll for this. But I was thinking, since now we have the tracks to have a rough idea which way it's going, and the fact it's probably slowing down to hide, I'm thinking of try to go from tree to tree, trying to be stealthy as much as I can, and trying to around so if it's starting to lean to the left or to the right, I'm going to try to head it off.
So you're trying to intercept.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without it really realizing that I'm doing that.
I'll let you use tracking for that.
Trekking, I'll take that. I'll take that for $1. 16.
It's not bad. So yeah, you like are following, but then you're like, no. And you like look to your left and you just cut through the woods. And at a certain point, you catch Wimp's glimpse of fur. But you also, while you're doing that, you hear a twig snap behind you.
I look behind me at whatever the hell that was.
There's a big cat. Which I wasn't thinking was going to come into play again. But you guys are in the woods where it is. So I was like, there's a cat out there. And I like that it found her nest. I enjoy that. So while the big cat stalks her nest, and the rest of you are falling through the woods, I guess, Lawrence and Ballora, you see her nest go that way. You see Solon go this way, stalking this creature and being stalked by a beast at the same time. That's probably a good stopping point for tonight. So, thank you everyone for watching. I have been the Game Master Johanna. This is Fantasy Age from Green Ronin Publishing. Don't forget to check out Green Ronin's extensive library of goodies, where you can use the code FRESHOUTTHEBOX, all one word, at checkout to get 5% off and help out the channel. Good night.
Every Thursday, we ask you to celebrate Thursdage with us. Play your favorite age game. There are quite a few, and I like them all. However, I think The Expanse has been my favorite one. I really like a lot of the way their stunts work, the way they really interact with the system and the clues and the storytelling is a lot of fun. So just check out some of the age systems. Let me know what you think. Play with some friends, or come watch us play. Every Thursday, we're doing our best to play Fantasy Age. We have a little break for the holidays, but we're back, baby, and we might break again, but we'll come back again, baby. There's also the podcast, Fresh Out the Podcast. If you've seen Black Panther Wakanda Part 2 and you have opinions on it, or you want to hear our opinions on it, you should check out our podcast, Fresh Out the Podcast. There's a new episode almost every single Sunday. It's where me and Jahan and our friend Drew talk about video games, movies, streaming shows. This weekend, we'll probably be talking about Dark Tide, because that's out, and that's an awesome Warhammer 40k game. You should check that out. Jahan will be probably talking to you about Midnight Suns. It's going to be a whole thing. Come check out our podcast. It's Fresh Out the Box, Fresh Out the Podcast, all the time, making things for you and your happy, happy face. Thank you.
And I've been AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. You can find me at ElectricMint CHSR Twitter, and you can find me as Corbinian here on Twitch. And I will be hopefully doing more streaming during the week of some random strategy games like Langresser 1 and 2. But this Saturday I'll be doing Star Trek Adventures Klingons, and hopefully more people will die for the good of the Empire. So I hope to see you all another time.
Hi, folks. It's been me, Aaron Baumier, a game designer with Adventure Slang Productions, which, if you didn't know, has been working on Nuovarn, which is an original setting ttrpg looking to launch perhaps next year, 2023. So if you're looking, you got all your cool games, a lot of good things out there. But if you want to know what's coming up next, definitely go to adventureslang.com, where we have the beta rules available for free for download. Like a little quick start is available there. And you can just see what it's about. You can watch some videos of gameplay and otherwise see what we're doing, such as checking out the podcast that we also put out there, the Adventure Slang Podcast, where we just talk about board gaming and adventure and tabletop gaming and adventure slanging with different people in the community. So yeah, adventureslang.com.
And as always, it's been a pleasure being Lawrence Fishburne. My name's Keon. I made music. I made the Fresh Out the Box theme song. I put some music in the chat, and I'll put it again right now. Click on it if you're cool, and if you don't, I'm gonna come for you and your family. And come for you.
You guys sent it to me so I could put it through. But yeah, thank you for watching, and good night.
And your family.